And you remember back to that moment when you selected Tom as your financial advisor?
That came about as we were discussing who can we go to, because we had just retired and we were looking for a source that we were comfortable with. And he gave us a feeling that there was a strong moral and ethical connection there. And so we were comfortable with him handling our financial.
Now, you described to me earlier that you had discovered Dove Investments through what?
Through Dave Ramsey. He has a investment program at the end of the course where there were 5 smart pro investors that they would like you to choose from to invest in when you're ready. I kept leaning back to Dove Investments, and I liked Tom's attitude. I liked his accessibility, very friendly, willing to answer any questions. Nothing I asked him seemed like it was just too stupid or anything. And they're Christian-based, which I like that too.
Well, the service I've received over the years has been extraordinary, and it's developed into a personal relationship with my wife and Carla and Tom as a personal unit besides the business transactions.
The service has been phenomenal. Every time I have a question or an issue with my account, I can call on Tom, the phone number, and the staff. Everyone answers the phone and they return my phone calls very quickly.
He didn't just look at the first 2 years or 3 years, but Tom really wanted to take a look into the future. Ron, where do you want to be in 10 years? Where do you want to be in 15 years? What do you want your retirement to look like? And I appreciated that about Tom because he helped us to design a roadmap.
Has there been a memorable moment in the time that you've been with Dove Investments?
One that sticks out for me is that I had prostate cancer. It was all taken care of and everything went through, but he was there. He would call, check up. And again, that personal one-on-one to me is very important when you're dealing with your finances, you know, and where you're going to go and what are you going to do. And we had no way to know and understand that like he did.
And he gave us that financial plan to go through and then to retire.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the most memorable moments I have with Tom is in 2018. I was thinking of starting my business, and I called on him to ask him if he thought it was a good decision for me. And he told me his story about how he started his company, Dove Investment. He showed me that and gave me the confidence that I could do this by giving me a Bible verse, because I told him I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get a paycheck. And he said that God didn't give me the spirit of fear. I got into tears and he continued to encourage me, and I will never forget that.
Tell me why it's important to you that your financial advisor has similar values to you.
We believe in God and we know he does, and so we know that God is looking over him as he takes care of us.
It's really important to me that my financial advisors share many of my same values, particularly about our faith, about the Lord and about God.
And we share the same values of the love of God, family, and the love of our country. We trust Tom with our financial goals for the future.
I have complete confidence in Tom and my financial goals that he has helped me to map out. We've talked a lot together about what my family's desires are, and he's listened very carefully to me and to my wife. He's handled our finances in a way that gives me the assurance that he knows us.
Well, first off, I've come from an old school of business where you shake a man's hand and he looks you in the eye as you're shaking that hand. You can tell the character and the integrity of an individual by the handshake and how he cares about you, and he's centering in on you. And he's the man I would choose again and again.
Me too.
Well, my confidence level is extremely high, and something I don't even have to give a second thought to. I basically leave it all in his hands, and the Lord's hands, and we go from there.